He hot. Need not to worry. What's good? We got a boxing talk. We got a boxing talk, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz post-fight reaction. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about it. Wait for y'all to push up. I'm over here. I'm over here out right now. Right here, I'm out here on business. You know what I'm saying? Got a flight. We going to Nashville, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? We going out on business, so this is me on business, nigga. You know, we gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. So yeah, man, let's talk about this fight. You know, Lamont was only able to he was only able to muster up another draw, back-to-back draws, man. It's looking tough. It's looking tough for him. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. Back-to-back draws. Even though if you turn the fight off, on the mute button and you watch that fight from beginning to end, what it's gonna look like? It's gonna look like an aggressive guy starting out looking like he's winning the fight, and then the boxer figuring them out and edging the rounds. That's what it looks like. It looked like Lamont edged the rounds. But also I'm not upset at a draw. You know what I'm saying? This is for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Neither guy did enough to convince the judges that, you know, that it wasn't a draw. Nobody did enough to really take over that fight. Even with the knockdown that Pitbull got. You know what I'm saying? I think Pitbull got a point. Somebody got a point taken off. That was pretty significant in the fight. You feel me? So it's like, what's up? You know, another draw, dog. I don't know. What is it with Lamont that this keeps happening to him? What's up with that? You feel me? What's up with him just always coming up a little bit short? Is there something there, or is he just getting a bad, you know, it's just circumstances, just shit's just happening, you know? So I don't know what y'all think about that. Like, is there something there that we're not seeing with Lamont Roach, that he gotta step his game up? You know, is there another level to him? We don't want to put Lamont Roach in that Anthony Yardy conversation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just another level that you cannot reach. You feel me? You feel me? So Lamont looked good to me, man. Throughout the whole fight, even when Pitbull was adding the pressure, I think I'm looking at Pitbull, bro. Pitbull is a bit overrated, man. I want to say Pitbull is a bit overrated. What y'all think about that tape? Pitbull is a bit overrated. You feel me? That's what I'm starting to see with Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? You could outbox Pitbull pretty easily if you stick to your game plan. He's pretty one-dimensional. I'm not seeing a lot of elements to Pitbull. If he can't knock you out, he gets discouraged. If you could keep your composure throughout the storms that he produces, then you could whoop on him. You could whoop on Pitbull and outbox him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that Virgil Ortiz type of skill set where he makes adjustments. I don't see Pitbull making a lot of adjustments to his fighting style. You know what I'm saying? That's something that he's gonna have to fix. He's gonna have to fix that, or that shit gonna catch up to him. He gonna be catching more L's than not. You know what I'm saying? So Pitbull gotta bite down, son. pun intended. Pit Bull gotta bite down. You know what I'm saying? He gotta have that lock. He gotta have that Pit Bull lock. That Pit Bull lockjaw. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta see from Pit Bull. He gotta get more nastier. He's a cheating motherfucker too. Pit Bull is dirty. If you was watching the fight, you saw how he was lunging in with his head. He lunges in with his shoulders. He has very educated cheating tactics, which is legal in a sense in boxing. Because if you could get away with it, then it's educated. Like if you could be sneaky like Bernard Hopkins, you know what I'm saying, and do little shit that the ref can't see, what the ref don't see, it's legal. It's fair game. You know what I'm saying? Pit Bull does a lot of that little shit. He learns that in the Mexican gyms where, you know, they show you how to use your head and rub. Yo, he was rubbing his head all up in Roach's mug, bro. He was rubbing his head like digging in Lamont Roach's all this area here. Neck, chest, jawline, putting his head up underneath there. That shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he's a very rough house type of a fighter. I don't want to call him a cheater. I don't want to call Pit Bull a cheater. I'm not putting him in the Ryan Garcia category. I'm saying he has educated cheating type moves. You know what I'm saying? Little slick shit. You know, where he'll come up with his shoulders and lead with his head. Just little tricks, you know what I'm saying? Move the guy, do little rabbit punching, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hit that like button for me, y'all, when y'all pushing up. What's up? Y'all keep pulling up. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need that shit, bro. So I could keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So Pit Bull gotta go back to the drawing board, man. LeBron James hairline. What you mean? What you mean? You saying I got a LeBron James hairline? I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Oh, you saying like, oh, I got my shit done. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but nah, man. Yeah, so Pit Bull, he gotta kind of go back to the drawing board too, man. Oh, okay, it's a meme. Say less. Yeah, man. Like Pit Bull gotta go back to the drawing board. Both of these guys showed a lot of where they're not at this fight. This fight let us know that Pit Bull and Lamont Roach ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, them boys just don't really look like that. Pit Bull was looking like he was something. He ran through a couple people. But if you're if you're disciplined enough, Pit Bull is a pretty manageable fight, dog. You keep him on the outside, B, he ain't got much for you. You know what I'm saying? You keep that jab in his face, he ain't got much for you. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't going to make an adjustment after that. He's just going to tell you, oh, you don't want to stand still and fight with me. He ain't going to cut the ring off properly. You know what I'm saying? And in this fight, another reason why I feel like Lamont edged it is because if I was a judge there, I would have gave the fight to Lamont Roach. For the reason being why I would give it to Roach is because Pit Bull, his style is a come forward style. Swarm you constantly in your face. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good, Grill? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the reason Pit Bull, he damn, I lost my train of fucking thought, bro. I hate when I do that shit. God damn it. Yeah, Pit Bull, he gotta get back to it, man. He ain't got that. He ain't got that other level. He ain't got that other level, man. Pitbull is starting to get into that category where we don't know. We don't know, man. He ran through a couple cats. You know what I'm saying? Look good, but if you have enough discipline, you could whoop him pretty easily, man. You know what I'm saying? He won't make the proper adjustments. You could jab him all day. You could keep him on the outside. All he's gonna do. Oh, that's what I was saying. All he's gonna do is sit there and beg you to fight toe to toe with him, without cutting the ring off and all that shit. He gonna say, "Come on, fight, fight," and the crowd is gonna be on his side. Like, yeah, do some dumb shit. You know, do something dumb and fight. Like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You hit me, I hit you next. That's what you want to see. That's what the people want to see. They want to see no technique. They don't want to see no adjustments. They don't want to see no skills. They just want to see two cavemen take each other's heads off. Right? Oh yeah, and this is what I was saying. Lamont Roach, while I would give the fight to Lamont Roach, is the fact that Pitbull is a swarming type fighter, right? He's a swarmer. He's supposed to be, keeping you on the ropes and backing you up and getting you into corners and throwing flurries. What I noticed on the back end of the fight was Lamont Roach was walking down Pitbull. You see? He was walking him down. He was walking Pitbull down easy. Pitbull was not looking like Pitbull. They had Pitbull trying to look like he was a boxer. That's how I knew Pitbull lost the fight. Because his whole style of how he get busy was obsolete. He was looking like he was trying to be De La Hoya or something. Niggas looking at Pitbull like, fuck out of here, Pitbull. What is you doing? Why is you trying to box? When Pitbull started boxing, the announcements team was like, what is Pitbull doing? Now he's trying to box? You feel me? That's because he was frustrated. Lamont had him frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Lamont had him frustrated, dude. Straight up. So, yeah, that shit was that was kind of crazy, man. Nah, I ain't Snoop Dogg, man. I'm S. Dot. Man. Boxing Supreme, what's good? Is that my boy? Is that my guy, Remy? You know what I'm saying? Like, Lamont Roach he gotta step it up, man. I want to see more from Lamont Roach because he's an interesting cat. Rem Dog, salute, my guy. I hope all is well with you, man. I ain't hear from you in a minute, God. Yeah, man. We sitting here talking about this Lamont Roach shit, man. You know? He came up with another draw, but that's his fault. It's his fault that the fight's a draw because the second half of the fight showed you that he could have did that from the beginning and did all 12 rounds like that. Easily outboxing Roach. Cruz. He was outboxing him. Keeping a jab on him, hitting him with counters, beautiful counters on the inside. See, and another thing that Lamont Roach didn't get credit for was in the beginning of the rounds, he was fighting the fight that Cruz wanted him to fight. And I felt like he did well under the circumstances until he got cracked and had that slip up. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That's good to hear, man. The grind don't stop. The grind don't stop, man. It don't stop, bro. You gotta just keep pushing forward, my guy. Just keep pushing forward. No matter the obstacles. You know what I'm I'm saying? So yeah, man, Lamont, he did well, man. He did well. I was seeing a lot of the times that Pitbull was doing shit. He was when Pitbull was getting his little body shots off, Lamont was catching him in between those shots a lot of times that I don't think that they was giving him full credit for. He was, bro. He was countering real well in the pocket. He did well fighting Pitbull style. Like, it didn't overwhelm Lamont to the point where he was looking like how Rolly was overwhelmed and how Tank looked pretty overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Because Pitbull style is an overwhelming style. If that shit don't work, then you could whoop Pitbull. That's why I say Pitbull is like a little sus. He a little underrated. Like, he a little overhyped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I was seeing a lot of those shots, bro. He was just countering on the inside while he was doing all that crazy shit. And Mont already was smothering a lot of his shots. A lot of the shots he did get caught with was smothered, other than that clean left he caught that dropped him, where his glove hit the canvas. You feel me? So, yeah, man, that shit was pretty dope, man. Yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for my flight, so I decided to do my live, man. I'm going to Nashville, Tennessee, baby. We going to Nashville. It's on business, you know what I'm saying? It's a business trip. You know what I'm saying? It's a business trip I'm on, man. We trying to lock shit in. For real. We trying to lock stuff in. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see your boy in a minute. I keep telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Rem? The messed up part about the fight was the judges really had Mont losing the fight. Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Steph. I kind of knew that was a bad fight for Fulton, man. Yeah, that was a bad fight for Fulton, man. Shockey, Fulton needs the flat-footed Mexican style type of fighters. He can't deal with smart fighters like him. He can't beat guys that's similar to him. You know what I'm saying? His chin and shit is a little bit too sus. You can knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So Cool Boy gotta, I don't know what Cool Boy gotta do, man. He gotta pick his fights better. That's what Cool Boy gotta do. Pick his fights better. Because that was a bad matchup. And Shockey he ends up getting the wrong side of the stick a lot of times. He gets the wrong end of the stick in boxing. He gets a lot of bad luck. Yup. Came in overweight, like a whole 2 pounds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That means that he's losing discipline. Remy. When he coming in overweight and shit like that, that means that camp's not going right. That means you off your base, you off your square. You not what you were doing when you was a champion. Feel me? Hit that like button for me, y'all. If you're I'll push up. Feel me? So it's like, it's tough, man. It's tough. I want to see him bounce back, but they gotta match him up. This is the way they match him up. If they don't match him up right, then he gonna keep getting knocked out. He gonna keep looking bad. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna go to the wayside, and we gonna forget about him. Yeah, and you know what that means? When you gotta spend your whole camp taking off weight, that means that you weren't being disciplined outside of the ring, bro. That means you was indulging in things you shouldn't have been eating. You know, you didn't keep your diet proper when you was on the outside. You figured, when I start back training, I'll get the weight off. And it's hard to get weight off. It's hard to get weight off when you a fighter. You start gaining weight, that's just tough. It's real hard to get weight off. So when you do that, you got to make sure that you got the time and that you're gonna make the weight. That's what I'm saying. Discipline. Everything is about discipline. If you're not disciplined, then you're gonna keep going through the same thing over and over again. So I want to see what's up with what's the name? What about the Ghost Martin? He looked good knocking out Bartholomew. Beautiful straight left hand down the pipe. That was a mean punch. Laid him flat. I was like, and that's a good comeback fight for Martin right there, because Bartholomew is a solid veteran. You know what I'm saying? He was always a champion contender. I don't know if he actually won a belt. I think he was actually champion. I think Bartholomew is a former champ. If not, I know he was in contention and fighting for belts. Ghost versus Keyshawn, that's a hell of a fight. I got Keyshawn in that though. I got Keyshawn. Keyshawn crazy. Keyshawn crazy. You know, I don't like Keyshawn's attitude though. Keyshawn got a bad attitude. But, you know, in a fight game you need a bad attitude sometimes, you feel me? To get through the Timothy Bradley days, to get through the Devin Haney mental days, to get through the Teofimo mental days. You gotta be mean sometimes in boxing. You gotta have a bad attitude. Yeah, he could do that. That would be a good idea. If I was on Keyshawn's team, I would tell him to promote himself more, be more vocal, show up to more fights. That's what I would do. I would just show up to the fights that's the guys in my weight class. I'll pull up every fight. If you in contention, if you got a belt, I'm in the building. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me talk the fight hype. I'm gonna talk shit. Things like that. You know? Who else? I didn't see the Laura fight. That's the fight I didn't see. I didn't see the Laura fight. But I did see Ghost. Ghost looked good, man. Ghost Martin looked good. Yeah, man. Shockey Foster looked phenomenal. And Lamont, Roach, and Pitbull Cruz looked, they looked average. That was the main event. It was, you know what I'm saying? That was the card that everybody paid to see. And it was kind of, I ain't gonna say it was a lackluster fight. It was entertaining. The fight was entertaining. But it didn't, I lived up to the hype. It was a good fight. I ain't gonna knock it. It was a good fight. Yeah, but that's Keyshawn doing that to himself. That's the wrong type of promoting yourself, Remy. That's the wrong type of promotion. You know, what he did that day was kind of uncalled for. Like, you're doing too much. I liked all of the shit talking he was doing, you know, getting on Twitter, getting in people's faces, talking nonsense. That's how you hype a fight up. Not all that extra, my crew against your crew, somebody might get clapped afterwards, all this other dumb shit. man. So, see, I didn't even know that he had his baby there. See, that's crazy, bro. How you acting like that? You got your kids there. Now you ain't just putting you in jeopardy. You jeopardizing the whole situation. You gonna have DCF on your ass in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I gotta get ready for this flight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just came on here, blow some time off, kick it with y'all before I have to board my flight. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for pushing up. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next joint.